Good morning, affiliates, and welcome to 2022. Thank you for joining me here in the Belfry. I'm Salvatore for Nerd Affiliated, and I wanna work on a little bit of solo project with you guys. I wanna let you guys into what goes on here in the Belfry. You've gotten the last 2 years to know about Anthony and to learn about Archer, and since I'm the new guy, I wanna give you a little bit of insight into what I'm doing. I figure we can call it the Snapshot, where you guys got a little snapshot into my life, and I give you some background about what's going on with me, what I'm reading, what I'm watching, some behind-the-scenes stuff with the Snap, how that works, what I'm working on, and hopefully I get some good feedback from you guys, and I can keep coming back to do this. Oh, and by the way, delicious merch. Intro. So today is the first episode of the Snapshot. I want to start touching on some things because I kind of came out of nowhere. You know, they just dropped me on the show. We do this thing called the Snap. I do a little interview with Steve, and you guys have never heard of me or seen me before. I am Anthony's long-term friend. We've known each other since high school. And long-time nerd, if you've seen the episode, goes into a huge background on what really got me into comics. But I wanted to make this a little more personal. My big idea that I pitched to Archer and Anthony was of the Snap, where we take your favorite pieces of media and we make them balance, as all things should be. And the trick was to make it like a thought exercise, something that we can work on, kind of do it on the fly, not really script too much, and just see where our minds take us. And when I worked on it with Anthony about the Star Wars Mace Windu video, which will be linked in the bottom, the whole idea was I talked to him a little bit about it during the week, and then maybe the night before, I gave him the big reveal about exactly where I wanted to go. Prior to that, it was just if Mace Windu killed Palpatine and how that would reshape everything. And in that video, I even said, usually what happens is a lot of these what if videos, they start and finish right there, and that's the end of it. I wanted to take this further. I wanted to go into the future, completely change everything, warp the timeline, make an alternate reality. And the only thing Anthony knew was, without spoilers, was the throne room scene in the council chamber. But I told him that the night before, this is where I'm looking to go. Everything else after this, we're going to work on together, and we'll figure out where it goes on video. Because I don't want to blindside him too much with the big reveal. But everything we did after that point was not discussed. And that was the whole point of the Snapshot. So it's not just me and Anthony. It could be me and Archer. It could be anyone else that we are, affiliated with, for lack of a better term. And, we work on it together as a thought experiment. So now we do the first one, and Archer loved it. We got some pretty good feedback, so I want to come back and do another one. Now, how do you follow up your big boy? To do the Star Wars episode was easy because I'm very well versed in Star Wars. It all came very natural. Maybe I think I rewatched that scene twice just to make sure I got the exact beats down to where I wanted to change things. But other than that, running with the history of it or running with even the thought of it, very natural. So now Anthony and I are discussing where do we go next. And a favorite character of mine who could really use some justice is the Green Lantern. And that's where I wanted to go next. But I was kind of on the fence about it, because the problem with the Green Lantern movie is how terrible it is. And if I were to just snap the entire movie out of existence, that makes it too easy. That ruins the thought experiment. If I'm going to sit here and rewrite a script, then I can sit down with a pen and paper and rewrite a script. Where's the boundaries? That's what makes it fun. Is that there's preset boundaries for yourself, and you got to stay within the lines. just enough to get you to where you got to go. I wasn't sure if that was going to work. I still want to do it because I got some really great ideas for it, but I don't want to get rid of the entire first movie. Maybe it'll just be like a rewrite episode. I'll figure out some way to make that work. So then I had a second idea. What if we reworked Batman Forever? And I think that falls more in line with what I'm looking to do, because rewatching Batman Forever for, gotta watch it. So rewatching Batman Forever made me realize it's been a long time since I've seen it, probably since I was a little kid. And it's not as bad as it gets credit for. It's much better. There's definitely some redeeming qualities to the movie. It catches a lot of slack, but there's some things that did really well. The casting of Val Kilmer, very good. The costume design is excellent. Two-Face looks great. The Riddler looks great. Batman looks great. Outside of the bat nipples. Dick Grayson in the Tim Drake costume looks really good. They could have taken the shine off it. Outside of the shine, I think the costume design is pretty great. And then some of it starts to fall apart. Outside of Val Kilmer being a good Batman, Bruce Wayne, he's following the lines of Michael Keaton in the same, it's in the same timeline. It's supposed to be a direct continuation. And Val Kilmer did a great job. I think he looks good. I think he has the acting chops to do it. He just came off doing The Doors. He did Willow. He did Top Gun. So he was coming off a couple big properties, and he's got the acting chops to do it. Obviously, one of the biggest fallbacks is having Batman go up against the Joker 0.5. They couldn't commit to not having the Joker in the movie. So they do Two-Face, like the Joker. And they double up and they try to do the Riddler, like Ace Ventura version of the Joker. They could have worked the Riddler the right way, and he's supposed to be the smart one. He's not supposed to go punch with Batman. And to use the machines to make him smarter ruins the character. The whole point is that he's already really smart. So in trying to snap it and make it work, this is the snapshot. We're having a hard time getting started because what do you do without scrapping the entire movie? How do we make it different going forward? And again, we're kicking around some ideas and we want to make it work, but it's got to be enough. What else is going on with me? Recently last year, saw Spider-Man. Liked it. Spider-Man, far from perfect, but it works. Does a lot of good. Sets up a lot of really nice things. I like that Andrew Garfield is the only one out there acting his balls off. That guy, man, that guy could win an award for Spider-Man. Just for the 6 or so minutes that he's in that movie. It's some high quality stuff. It had its good points. I don't like the teenage stuff, but I guess that's been like a reoccurring thing with me because it's weird. I don't like the teenage stuff that they've done in the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, but I love Cobra Kai. So I guess maybe it's the quality of it or the realism of it. Because a lot of the high school stuff I can't stand in those Spider-Man movies. The action's great. Costume stuff is great. The teenage high school stuff I can't do. I really can't swing it. If you guys want, link to the merch stores down below. We got t-shirts. We got cups. We got stickers. Also, we don't have a Patreon, but if you want, go down the link below. You can buy us a cup of coffee. We love coffee. We have to fill these things every once in a while. So if you can do that, it'd be greatly appreciated. Anything you can do for us. Thank you guys. And this is my first episode of the Snapshot. If you guys want to see more, let me know if you like it. Drop the likes, drop the comments. Make sure you subscribe. And Carpe Noctem. Deuces.